Alright, this is part 2 of the canning video, or the stew making I should say. And one more thing that was added to the stew was potatoes. We didn't do that before we shut off last time. So right now I'm just taking the soup and putting it into jars, pre-washed, sterilized, getting in as much goodies as we can. And let's see. And make sure you leave enough headroom. Enough juice gets in there too. That should be good. A little bit more juice. Then I take, I already stick my fingers in some hot water here. Sometimes they like to stick together. We'll try another one then. Okay, these are not going to cooperate like usual there. Works. Alright, put the lid on. And right now I've already got my pressure cooker heating with water in it. I'll take those over one at a time as we get them ready to go. Jar 2. This smells so good. I wish you guys could just, there was scent vision. You guys could smell it.
Smell-o-vision.
Smell-o-vision, yeah, smell-o-vision. That's what I was meaning. If somebody knew what I was meaning. Okay. Just like I said, just keep scooping and getting as much goodies as you can. That noise in the background's our dog. She doesn't like being in the bedroom, but you know, should be about right. I think at least 2 inches, I said, about head space. There's jar 2. Gosh, that's my knot head there. Big old piece of chicken, potato, and carrots. I've never had a bad stew that Perry's made, so looking forward to sampling some of this tonight for dinner. That is, if there's enough left over after doing this, which it looks like there should be. Just some broth here. You can see he did thicken it up some.
Yeah, I cheated. I used a little bit of chicken gravy instead of making a roux with flour or a cornstarch to thicken it up a little bit. Plus it gives it a little more extra flavor of chicken this way. Now you can take one of these jars later and just open it up and throw it in a pan and heat it up. You've got a meal. Some bread and butter.
Biscuits.
Cornbread, anything like that.
I was saying you could open it up and heat it up in the oven with the drop biscuits on it
and bake that. Make it kind of like almost like chicken and dumplings.
Or in this case, chicken and biscuits.
Aren't you the funny one?
Of course. That's one of the things you love about me.
We wanted to show you some of the processes. We're going to start doing a little more of these videos to hopefully get people unafraid to try new things. And this is a pretty simple process actually, so you can't really go wrong on it. What was the time on these that you and pressure?
Pressure is 10 pounds for an hour and 30 minutes for a quart. If you do pints at 10 pounds, it's an hour and 15 minutes.
Okay, so the longest thing that you have to be concerned about when you're canning is whatever you're putting into the jars, like meats, will take the longest for your process. Now these guys will be also, like I said, you make them about 2/3 cooked vegetables, all that clear through. And when you put these in the pressure cooker, they'll also finish cooking off inside the jars. Now she's
arguing with the lid.
Brought the water up to a boil to put her lids in, so it'll soften up those rings and make them a lot easier to seal.
But not get apart.
And it looks like we're going to have about 6 quarts, probably
we can
7.
Do some
we
more.
can probably do another. We can probably get 7 quarts in there. I don't remember how many quarts this thing will hold.
Oh, we do, but I didn't wash enough for 7. Remember that last one had something in it. We decided to toss that one, and I didn't bring one in from.
Oh, by the way, I dug out all the bay leaves. Take out all your bay leaves so you won't be chewing on them and get your insides cut up. They are very sharp.
Tastes good, but sharp.
Yeah, you got to take them out of there. So I already did this little step. Look at that stuff, man. You can't beat that. That is a good homemade meal. Took 1 chicken and some vegetables, a little bit of time. We cooked this all out there on that barbecuer that we got, smoker. I just love cooking outdoors anyway, but it gives it a little, put a little liquid smoke in it, gives you a real campfire smell to it. I love anything smoked pretty much.
That last lid is always a dickens to get out of there. Okay.
Now, she's going to go over here to the canner, take these over and load them up. She places them inside. There we go. You're moving faster than I can film here, darling.
All right.
But anyway.
Oh, no, the 6 is just right.
6 will be just right for that canner?
5 around and 1 in the center.
Okay.
I might have enough, too much water as it is, I think.
You can also use what they call a water bath canning method, which is just a large kettle with a lid, and you fill up your canner with hot water, and then when you load your jars into it, you just fill up above, 3 or 4 inches above the jar, over the top of them, and then bring it all to a boil, to where it's a constant boil, but not where it's going to boil over, and let that go at a boil for 4 hours, but keep some hot water on the back. You know, boiling water will have a tendency to evaporate, so you want to check every now and then to see where your water level is out. So if it gets a little low, add some boiling water to your canner, and that'll cover your jars back up again. But 4 hours on a water bath canning method. This is going to be 1 hour and 30 minutes for a pressure cooker. So we got a total of 6 quarts in there. I will tell you that this kind of method really fills up your pantry fast.
All right.
You've got 6 meals right there for 2 people anyway. Places the lid on.
Okay. Well, is willing to cooperate like it should. I think I had troubles with it last year too.
You gotta get it lined up, Ma.
I know.
The arrows on it.
Well, gee golly, gee whiz. Let's try this one.
Whoops.
Yeah, this thing last year was giving us crap too. Dad worked on it.
It is a tight fit. This canner's been around for, God, since Christ played first base, I think.
Alright, right. We're going to try something here. Turn that knobby thing there into the back. That's... Yeah,
there you go.
Yeah,
Helps to get the arrows lined up. And you twist that
tight
to where your handles line up. Place your weight on the top. Now all we have to do is wait for it to come to a boil, and then the pressure will start to rise. I don't know if you can actually see that too clearly, but it'll take just a few minutes for it to get up to 10 pounds. And then that weight right there will start rocking, letting off the excess steam to maintain 10 pounds. So you just kind of keep an eye on it, leave it at 10 pounds, and an hour and a half you'll be done. Now, word of caution. When it's done, do not immediately take and open the pressure cooker. Okay? You'll have to wait for it to release the pressure. Okay? Then you can take off the weight and open it up. Otherwise, with the pressure, you open this thing up and it'll all just, well, the jars generally will break and it'll fly all over you. And we don't need any third-degree burns. So that's the whole process from when we started cooking the stew. And this is not a hard thing to do. It might scare some folks. My mother was a little fearful of using pressure cookers. She always did the water bath. And we can also do more jars at once in the water bath. I wanted to give you a quick show of some of our wines we're making here also. We got
blueberry and
we got blueberry in this one, which is just about done. I'm ready to almost bottle it up. And this one is just really starting to cook off. This is cherry wine. It's about in its 4th day, 5th day, somewhere in there. And it only takes 21 days to make it. And then you want to deactivate it, put it in the refrigerator, let it kind of cool down or outside instead of having a warm temperature on it while it's settling down there. But anyway, we wanted to give you guys an opportunity to see what we're doing here. Looks like we're going to have probably just almost another load for the canner. So it looks like we probably get about 10, maybe 11, 12 quarts out of this. Kind of hard to judge when you got a stock pot here this size. So we're going to let you go for now.
Thank you.
You folks have a great day. And we're going to be putting on some more of these in the near future. And ta-ta for now.
Bye.
Bye, Nance.